everyone, welcome to a new series that I'm starting. It's a little bit different, but I'm going to call it something like Sunday So Rare Sunday. So Rare Sunday sounds about right. And basically what it is I play a fantasy football game called So Rare. And if you haven't heard of it, basically it's a fantasy football card game where you get NFT cards of players, and you pick 5 players for each game, or whatever game you want to go for, and you then get scores for each player, and then you get ranked on the scores, and you can win prizes such as other cards, money, essence, which you can make turn into other cards, or tickets for games that you can play for specific games. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a weekly update on it, just for a little bit and see how it goes, because I play it quite a lot, and I thought it might be quite an interesting one to do a little thing through. So we're going to go over last week, or this last week, then we're going to look at the next week of what's coming up, and then we're going to look at a player I think is one to watch, and then we're going to open some of the boxes that I've won over the last week. So that's kind of like the basic layout of what I'm going to do. So let's start off with last week. Okay, so the game is split into 2. You've got Pro Leagues, which you use cards that you own to enter different leagues which are related to different competitions, so like Premier League, La Liga, things like that. Now, I probably picked one of the worst weeks to start this on because it's international break, so there aren't as many leagues running at the moment. There's just the international break ones. So we'll have a look at Pro Leagues, but then after we'll have a look at Rivals, which is a more free-to-play version of Sorare. So you don't need to own any cards. You can use owned cards in it, but you can use any player in the game. You get a free voucher every day, and you can unlock more vouchers by completing tasks online. Like for instance, buying a player gets you some tasks sometimes, or winning a game with 2 defenders and things like that. You unlock like boxes, and they will either have vouchers in or something like that. And in Rivals, you pick the players, and then you use a voucher to go up against another person in Rivals. So it's like a 1v1, and then whoever wins points, and you go up in rank. And at the end of like a certain amount of week, so from the 3rd to 10th, wherever you are in the league is how well you're doing. So that's kind of a brief explanation of like the 2 ways of playing Sorare. So let's have a look at my pro. We started the week on the 1st, so we'll go from here onwards. I didn't do amazingly well this week. I think I won 3 boxes in this week. I went for so there was a once in a lifetime competition where you could meet Zidane, I think it was, and get some signed stuff. My team was all right. Wissa was my go-to. I'm an Ipswich boy, so I have a load of Ipswich cards, and I put Tazanbe in, and he actually did pretty well. My keeper did get sent off, which probably really killed us. And then Suazo, I think it is, played just awful. So we were 102 points off getting anywhere near a reward, so not much. There was another special for the Juniper League, which is the league in Belgium. And as you can see, I got kind of middling scores. Everyone got kind of like average. I mean, everyone played, which sometimes you'll have players who don't play in that, which means you just get a score of 0, and it's really annoying. And you'll see that in a second, probably. But I was well off getting anything. There was no one who really got a good score in that one. I do quite a lot of the Premier League ones, and the difference here is you've got in-season and Challenger, I think it's called now. And in-season, you've got cards which are these ones in packs. They're going to open soon, but they're from the 24-25 season. and then the ones which aren't are they can be anywhere, like any other season in the past, and so you can only use one non-in-season card in the in-season games or teams, but you can, in the challenger, you can use any card you want, basically, as long as they're in that league. Really annoying. I brought Sar and Neto a little while ago, and then both of them got sold. Oh no, Sar Wolves signed a new goalkeeper, and Neto got loaned out to Arsenal as a second keeper who probably won't play. He might play like Europe or something, I don't know. But yeah, he didn't do great for me there, because that means they're not going to play ever. So, and I'm now stuck with two goalkeepers, which I don't really know what to do with. And Luongo was a really good midfielder for Ipswich, but he's fallen down the pecking order because of new signings come in. So you can see I didn't do too well, although I was only 78 and 71 points off getting a reward. So Kilman does a little bit better, and I have a keeper that plays, and we would have got, and I played two players that actually would have played. I would have definitely got some rewards there. So as you'll see, next Premier League weekend, hopefully I'll do better. And then for the Challenger, you can see I've got higher score, but it's harder because there's more people playing it, because it's cheaper to get the non-in-season cards. So we were 31 points off there, 20 points off here. You can see we were just on the edge of being able to, because Sells is a keeper who is playing for Nottingham Forest. And all of our players played on there, but my last team, Harness, Jack Taylor and Matt Turner, didn't play. It was basically just a waste of a team, really. But yeah, 20 points is the closest. We were so close there. La Liga, I don't really follow La Liga that much, so I got a team that I've built up a little bit, but no one really that I know that well. And like people who put real proper money into it will have Real Madrid and Barca players, and they'll always beat me. So I kind of just I still play the leagues, but I'm not expecting to get much from the Liga. As you can see, I got relegated. So next time I play the Liga, it should be easier for my in-season, to be fair. Champion is a mix of like La Liga, Premier League, Bundesliga, and there's the French Ligue 1. I think Serie A might be included as well. Yeah, it's because he's Amir Richardson plays for Fiorentina, I think. And we did all right. That one was annoying. 7 points off, and I had two people who didn't play. If I'd have picked just anyone else, even Pep Shavira, if I'd have put him in, he didn't get a great score, but I would have actually got some rewards. So very frustrating, that one. Nusa was a great one. I signed him when he was playing for Club Brugge, and he's moved to RB Leipzig and has been really good. So he's one to have a little watch out for. As you can see, we're still not got down to the I do a lot. I've got 28 teams which I play when we've got all of the leagues. So we'll just quickly squiz through these. Sean Longstaff played pretty well this week. Elliot Anderson did pretty well as well, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I have the same problem where I have a load of goalkeepers which don't play. But the goalkeepers are so expensive. That's the problem. So for the senior, like champions stuff, I'm just basically not going to be able to get any good goalkeepers just yet. My hope is I'll be able to get some with Essence or something. Then we've got Challenger, where we start to get a little bit easier. So because Challenger, the leagues are, I think MLS, you've got Eredivisie from Holland, you've got Juniper League. So you've got like some of the lesser, I'm going to do air quotes, lesser leagues than the champions, and it's a bit easier. So we didn't do well with this team. Did not play few players. Brian de Kersmaker usually plays pretty well, but he got a terrible game then, And Elias Omarson has been really good this season as well, but again had just a terrible game. Marco Renete for Groningen. I can't pronounce Dutch names, sorry, but he's been really good. Like, he's one again to have a look out for, because he's been getting consistently high scores. The second team, pretty much very similar. I used the same goalkeeper. For some reason I brought an in-season and a non-in-season the same keeper, and he's played pretty awful, so there you go. But we did get promoted using our third in-season team, which was an element. Let me try that. MLS team. We got a keeper who saved the pen. We got Glennis, I'm going to say. 121 as a captain score, not too shabby. And Logan Farrington got a goal. So, we could have got a little bit higher, I think, if we'd have done some better picking for the other players. And then the Challenger seasons. Wow. Pele Clement did all right for Sparta Prague. Juan Mascara did all right for... he plays for Portland Timbers. And... who's that? Shirian Valeris for Naka Breda. Even though he lost 4-0, he got 77. So he's an 18-year-old defender. One for the future. So that was the Challenger leagues. Then we move on to Contender, which is the Japanese, Korean leagues, Austrian league, and I think there's another one. Is it Turkish? I think. Yeah. This is Zagreb. That's Croatian. I think. Oh, have I just outed myself as someone who knows nothing about Super Sports HNL? I'm pretty sure that is Croatian. The Croatian league. So these are the kind of lesser looked into leagues, I would say, because like a lot of, but I really enjoy the keeping up with the J League and the K League, and actually the Austrian league has been pretty profitable for me. Ronnie Valdo has been immense recently. And he's got me a box in the in-season team, because if you stay safe in season, you are more likely to win things as well. Sho Fukuda, I think it is. He's young and he's scoring at the moment, so he's not a bad player to look out for. Lamine Barr played well and is kind of dropping off a little bit, but I'm hoping he'll pick it up. I'm really annoyed I captained the player who didn't play. But Rocca's been playing pretty well as well, so I think I would have stayed safe and got another box if he would have played. But not every week is going to be a winner. That's the thing you got to remember. In this one, we did win a box as well because we stayed safe. Christopher Sveko doing pretty well, but everyone else doing kind of just meh. I just noticed we got a 16 for our goalkeeper and we still got a box. That could have been a different one if we'd have played one of these two. It would have been a lot higher. Let's have a look. I got Jesse Lingard. He's playing in the K League. He's actually not doing too badly in the K League as well. He's one who's I think going to slowly rebuild his career a little bit, because he's playing fairly well for the team. He doesn't play every week though. It's just kind of hard to predict if I should play him or not. I just put him in anyway, but he doesn't play every week, so I sometimes get a do. You can see I get a few do not plays though. I brought this guy Korakashvili, I think is how you say it. He's a Georgian player, and I brought him after the Euros, I think during the Euros actually, because he was immense. And yeah, he's a really good player. He plays well. I think he plays in is that Eleba? That's the lower leagues of Spain, I think. But yeah, he's a really good player to have in this sort of league. I don't think you can get an in-season of him though, because I think So Red haven't renewed the second division for Spain, so you can only get older ones for him. Then you've got Fidel, played pretty well, got an assist. Ben Bobzine got a goal. So yeah, overall we did alright, but that one's really frustrating because everyone got okay scores. If I had played a different striker, we were 8 points away from a reward. I'm so close to getting all these boxes, but we just didn't. And then I played some under 23s, which is any competition, but they have to be an under 23 player. And we did okay. I mean, everyone but one player played, which is, for under 23s, obviously a lot of young players don't get played every game. It's not bad to have a player who played every game, but we didn't get any. I mean, 48 points. If he would have played and played okay, maybe we would have got there. But yeah, well, not a lot from there. And then the midweeks. So we got 3 boxes. Then the midweeks are a little bit harder because there's less games going on, so you don't have as many teams. I had 4 teams. The special was the internationals, and actually I didn't have it terrible. I chose the wrong. I have both keepers for Japan, and I chose the wrong one, which is really annoying. So I think I would have scored. I would have scored a lot higher in that one if I'd have picked the right keeper. I have both Slovakian keepers for some reason, and I chose the wrong one again. So I would have probably got maybe would have got a rewards if I'd have played. He plays for Newcastle. Can't remember his name now. And then we just did rubbish with this one. So a lot of players. If you don't know the international teams, you're just guessing basically. So we didn't do too well there. Oh, there you go, Dubravka. I did play him. I just didn't play him in the international special. And then we were only, if I'd have played a different player to Asano, look at that, 178 and 149. It's just these top 2 let us down. I should have played. Is there anyone who McTominay probably as the replacement for Norgard? And then I don't think we had a striker who did well at all in our collection. So there you go. And then we're still live with this one. I'm currently on track to get 2 boxes. But we've done international, but there's a lot of games which haven't been played because I'm filming this on Sunday, so potentially I might get another few boxes. Nusa, like I said earlier, did really well for Norway, got an 84. Well, it's because he's captain, he got 84, but still, he got a high score well enough. Also, Norway, I played Andreas Hanchi Olsen, got 70. And then we've got Korshavelli, got 96 for Georgia. Played really well. Is that for Georgia? He did play for Georgia. That's the goal he scored. I'm not sure why it's saying. Oh, is it because there's another game today? I doubt he'll be playing today. He played yesterday. So if there's 2 games in the week that they're playing, they'll pick the highest score. So that will stay at 96. And then this team, we're on for a box at the moment. We got Larson Hadji got subbed on, luckily. Tielemans got a goal, 118, pretty solid. Gunok, the Turkish keeper, kept a clean sheet. And Echo Williams, 65, played, but is playing again. Like, all of these have games that they're playing again from the looks of it. So we'll see if they get any better scores. I got Weghorst. One of my favourite players, just for the passion, is Wout Weghorst, right? And he came on and scored, so he's got us some points there. Hopefully, I don't know if Sells will be playing. I don't think he will because Castiles usually plays. So we got 100 for Maguire, 52 for Ratiu. Again, a player who I saw in the Euros and brought because he played amazing. He was a great player for Romania. So I think we will just be short of getting any rewards on this one, which is a shame because we had some good players in there. Challenger, we've got MLS is still playing. Got a 91 for our defender. So 2 did not play though. I think that's because he think he's playing. Oh, is it for his team? I think he was playing for his nation, Coronel, but apparently not. So he just didn't play for his team. Neither did Liam Fraser. That kind of made us miss out on another box. But we did get a box on this one so far. Still games to play, so we might move down. But we did have two do not plays, and one of the was with captain. So we'll see if we stay on that one. And that is it for this week. And then now we're going to have a look at what we did in Rivals over the last week, which is a lot easier because it's all just in a line. So we started, look, I've played a lot of Rivals. So let me just give you a quick thing of Rivals. You have arena tickets. You get free to play every day. You also can get rewards by the daily missions and win streaks. So top scout, you buy a card, you get free tickets. Fair play, I win a match without any of my players getting a yellow or red card, and you get a box which I will be opening at the end. Win streak, you get a box if you win 3 in a row. So that's how you get more of these. You can also invite people. There's a win 5 plus £50 credit by sharing a link. So there are a few different ways. And basically you just, I'll just show you quickly. You select a game and then you can select any player that's playing. If you own the card, it will show as a limited card or whatever, or rare card in there. So there you go. So we are going to have a look at my lineups. I've had a mixed week. We've dipped a little bit. So we started poorly with a random what league is it? I think this is the Spanish second league, where we lost by 11 points. We didn't do too badly, but we didn't do great. It was a very middling scores. Then we had a great run of 3, so I got a box for this. Australia versus Bahrain, which was a shock result because Bahrain actually won, and we pulled out of the bag by doing a sub in. Then one of our players was this guy who got sent off, and the other person we were playing against obviously wasn't watching the game. I was watching what was happening, and so I subbed in another person, and I think that we just about edged it because of that. So that was pretty decent. So we won by 7 points with them. Oh yeah, you can also make a sub, but it has to be within 5 minutes of them coming on the pitch. Or you can just sub someone who's not on the pitch yet. So I subbed on this guy as he was coming on, so I had like 5 minutes left to sub him on. But if it's after 5 minutes, it doesn't let you sub them on. We beat this guy with the Japanese team by 0.52 points. So it was a really close game. I bet they're super annoyed. And I thought at the beginning, Minamoto scored his 2 goals in the second half, and you get more points if you own the card. So they had Take and you can see I had Minamoto. They had the card of Minamoto. They got 104. I got 87. So and Minamoto and Take were both doing really well in the first half, but Minamino wasn't, and I was like, no. But Taniguchi and the other Japanese keeper I was talking about, Suzuki, both did really well and ended up getting more points, and it kind of leveled out to a point where we were almost exactly level by 0.5. Then South Korea, Palestine. I think we're basically the same team apart from this guy on the end. We had a defender, they had a midfielder. Ours was 48, theirs was 38, so we won. And we also got a full tiki-taka, whereas they only got 2 all-out attacks. So we won by 30 points. Then we started to have a little bit more of a struggle. Lost by a lot for the Azerbaijan-Sweden game. Won by a lot in the Denmark-Switzerland. Lost by a lot in Spain-Serbia. Won by a bit, Portugal-Croatia. Lost by a fair bit, Estonia-Slovakia. Lost Northern Ireland, Luxembourg. So it was all not looking great. I think I was still up on points because you get 3 points for a win and -2 points for a loss. But we were still like kind of not as high as I'd wanted to be. Won by 17 points with Norway and Kazakhstan. Lost by 95 points with Belgium and Israel. Even though I had a captain Tielemans, it was really annoying. And an owned captain Tielemans at that as well. Won by 50 with Kosovo. Won by 38 with Wales against Turkey because I had the keeper. I think that was the difference maker, to be fair. And then we hit a slump. We lost this Spanish second league by 12 points. We lost Macedonia and Faroe Islands by 32 points. England, Ireland, we lost by 55. Georgia, Czechia, 13 points we lost by. Then we finally got a win in the Spanish second division. We did a sub in, which actually helped us out a bunch, which was the difference. We won by 3 points. Then we won Greece, Finland. I played a Grecian team, a Greek team, and they played a Finnish team, and Greece won 3-0. So we were on for a winner there, 115 points difference. Then we lost Ukraine, Albania. I wasn't expecting Albania to win, even though I remember in the Euros, Albania did really well. So it wasn't actually a massive difference because they chose the Ukrainian team as well. They just chose better players. And then we won the Netherlands game by 41 points. We have 2 days, so we have a few days left, and my squad I'm second with 13 points, and my league I'm 5th with 13 points. So I'm hoping I'm in the 4th league, so I am actually up for promotion to the 3rd if I get any higher. So I'm hoping today and tomorrow I'll get a few game wins and climb up leaderboard, but we'll find out next week how I do. So talking about next week, we're now going to jump to the section, to the next section, which is next week. Okay, next week. We're not going to be looking at rivals because that's just going to be random games, and we can look back at it in the next week's video and last week sort of thing in that section. But we're going to look at the pro section. So 10th to the 13th of September, I've got, again, it's only internationals. So I've got a few special teams. I've switched things around, played Zion Suzuki, who is going to be the Japanese starter. I don't really have another better keeper to play, so I've got a do not play goalkeeper here for sure. And I don't know if Troy Parrott will be playing actually, so I might change that captain to Ogbeni, who played against England and played well. So I think I'll probably switch that round. Then for this last team, I'm not really sure who's going to play because, like I said, Coronel, he will be. He was playing for his team last time and did not play. I wonder if that's because he was travelling out to play for Paraguay in this game. So potentially Wednesday he will be playing for Paraguay. Might not be a do not play or did not play. Souček will play. Hopefully Maguire will play. He played really well against Ireland. Yeboah is one which I've had for ages. Never really been able to play because he moved. I don't know where he moved to. But he is Ecuadorian and apparently has been called up. So we'll see if he plays, maybe even scores. Then we've got Contender, which I'm unable to fill because no one's playing in midweek. So I can fill one non-in-season league with players which might play but might not. So we'll just have to see. This is a mix. Is it a mix or is it all J? It's all J League, I think. Unless Suzuki J League? Yeah, he's J League as well. So it's all J League. We'll see how that goes. I'm not expecting great things from that. And then that's under 23s. I can't fill a team either. So that is it for the 10th to the 13th. And then when's the week go through till? The 15th. So the 13th to the 17th is what is it? It is kind of a little bit over, but that's fine. We'll just go for Sunday to Sunday. So we've got a special. What is the special? It's 270, I think. So the cap is each card costs something. So the cap is 270 points that you're allowed to spend on players for each team. Veghorst has just moved to Ajax, so put him in. Overall, just gone for a few teams which I think might do okay. Looks like Yeboah has moved to either. Where's he moved to? Venezia in Italy. So I don't know if he'll start or not, but I've put him in because I've not been able to play him for the last year or two. We've got a few different leagues. We've got Serie A. I think that's Bochum. So that's a German league. We've got J League. We've got MLS, and we've got that is Juniper League, I think. So we've got a real mixture in our teams of different players, but we'll see how the 270 cap goes. I think usually you get more people playing these, so we'll have more competition, but we'll see how it all plays out. The Premier, I think we've probably got a better chance with these two in-season teams now. Got Danny Welbeck, Sean Longstaff, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Elliot Anderson, and Sam Johnston. Sam Johnston's just moved for Wolves. That's why Jose Sarr is not getting any game time. And I think that team, Welbeck's been on fire. I hope he doesn't score because he's against Ipswich and I'm an Ipswich boy. But I think he probably will. Liam Delap, Amari Hutchinson, Tunzen, I can never say this guy's name. Tunzenbe, I think it is. Sam Morsey and Muric, so a full Ipswich team for this in-season, second one. Sometimes people do full teams. I like to do like a bit of mix and match usually, but I thought I'd do a full Ipswich. And then Team C, we've got Jorgen Larsson, who has been playing for Wolves recently. He has been getting games, so see if he gets himself. I don't think he's got himself a Premier League goal yet, so it'll be interesting to see. Ben Johnson had a few games at the start, hasn't got too many since. Then we've got Luongo, Jose Sarr, and Bednarak. Jose Sarr's not going to play, so it's going to be a do not play on that one. We've got 32 teams. I need to go through these quicker, don't I? We've got these for the Premier League non-in seasons. We've got Solanke as one that hopefully he's back from injury and will be scoring. Semenyo has been really on fire, and I feel like Chelsea have got a bit of a leaky defence at times, so he might be able to get himself a goal. Maguire has just been consistent, I think. But we have the same problem. Each goalkeeper, Steele, Turner, and Neto, were getting games and now aren't. So they're just sitting on the bench and they're not going to get me any score. So it's kind of annoying. But we'll have to see. Also, Everton have signed this guy, Mangala, and I'm not sure if he's going to be playing either. So kind of got the cards ready just in case they do. For La Liga, I got Oliver McBurney, who scored against... Oh, did he score? I think he assisted against Real Madrid. I mean, who could have seen that coming? So we've got McBurney, and then a few just players which I've picked up along the way. De Frutos, I think, did all right in a game before, a couple of games before, and Lopez did all right in a couple of games before as well. So just kind of picked up players which are kind of like in form at the moment. And cheap. Champion, like I said, Nusa doing well. Suzuki plays for Parma, so he's a starter and has been playing pretty well. I don't think there's anyone really stand out. We've got Chris Wood, who's been fairly decent since he started playing for Nottingham Forest, but they're playing Liverpool, so we'll see. I mean, we do have Sells. I suppose I could switch... I can't bring him on an in-season, but I could switch one of these guys for Sells. But this is an in-season, so I think it's probably worth... Because, look, there's only 500 people playing this league. So there's more chance of me winning something if I play it in this one. That's the rationalisation. Then we've got some... in the classics, we've got Wissa, we've got Souček, Anderson... Carl Klaus, I don't think will play, but we've got him in because we've got again the same problem. Klaus was playing, now isn't. Anthony Lopez was playing for Lyon and now isn't. And Fernandez was playing and now isn't. So it's just a mixture of goalkeepers who just aren't playing anymore. But yeah, Muller seems to be, he's played something like the most games for Bayern now and scored last week. So we'll keep him in. Højbjerg is playing for Marseille and playing well every week. And I brought in Maitland-Niles, who's playing for Olympic Lyon, who he's playing fairly well as well. So nice to see kind of a player who's disappeared a little bit, kind of popping back up, doing well. And we've also got McTominay, who's going to have his Napoli debut, and he played for Scotland and scored this week. So hopefully he'll do well there as well. We're going to, there's not as many known people in the Challenger League, so we're just going to go through these real quick. So show up on screen. I really like the Eredivisie, so I have a lot of Eredivisie players, but I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but there you go. But we'll see, because it's a very up and down league. 1 week, everyone's doing great. The next week, they all have terrible games. So if you need evidence of that, just look where Ajax are in the league now. They used to be the best team in the league, and now they're I think 6th or 7th or something like that. We've got, again, Contender, very similar to the teams that I was playing before. Got kind of this is more, I was going to say more of a European with these 3 in it, but actually these 2 are K-League. So we've kind of got a mix and match there. Again, another mix and match here, actually, because we've got J-League and Europe. We've got Bundesliga 2 and things like that. This is a full... I'm lying again, it's a mix and match. I've just kind of gone for what team I think will do all right. Hopefully Rocker will play. If he doesn't, I'm going to have to drop him and then put in a different player next week. And then non-in seasons are just kind of again a mix and match of players which I've had a look at, and they're all playing and doing fairly well. So they've been on screen long enough, so you can check them out if you want to. And then under-23s have actually got enough to do 3 teams now, just through players which are playing, and I haven't really brought too many of the under-23s. Some of these are ones which I've just had. But yeah, a few players to keep an eye on, and especially under-23s, you can keep hold of them for a couple of seasons and they start playing really well. I think, again, the keepers are the problems. I think these 2 will play. Dennis Seaman, I won in an auction for I think 80p, but I don't think he'll play. But he's only 18, so plenty of time for him to progress into actually playing games when he's probably in his 20s. But that's a long way in the future, isn't it? And that is it for my teams. So we'll come back next Sunday and see how they do. But now we go on to the next 2 sections, which are less about the games and more about the cards and stuff. So the next section is going to be player to watch. So we're going to jump to that now. Okay, and the player to watch is Ronaldo. So not a very well-known guy. He's not one for a long-term future, but look at his scores this season so far. He, in the last 3 games, scored 1 goal, scored 2 goals, and then scored 1 goal. So he scored 4 goals in the last 3 games. He's been playing fairly decent in the league. I don't think this team in the Austrian league are playing any of the Europe or anything like that, but he's good for the weekend scores when they play league, and he's only £2-3, so he's a fairly safe bet at the moment. The only problem is I don't know how injury prone he is, so this is not me saying go get him. This is just me saying keep an eye on him. He might be worth a punt because he's playing pretty well and the team's doing all right as well. So yeah, he's my player to watch this week.
What's in the box?
Okay, so we're now on what's in the box. So we've got 5 reward boxes to open. Actually, that's just from Rivals. So next week I'm going to save my pros boxes and open them on the Sunday. So we should have more boxes hopefully by next Sunday to open. But we will be opening the boxes. They're all... Oh, it's crashed. There we go. They're all the lowest level box. They're light boxes. What you really want is like one of these, but we don't. We've got 15 essence though, so if we get 5 essence, we can do a card as well. We can make a T5 card. So we're just going to open one. Oh wow, we got a player. It's very uncommon to get a player. So we got a La Liga Osasuna player, 21-year-old midfielder. So he's young as well. Damn, I wasn't expecting that. That's awesome. So we've got Iker Munoz. I've butchered that. I apologize. So the next box we are opening is arena tickets. So we got 3 more arena tickets that we can use for rivals. The next one is 1 arena ticket. As I said, they're light boxes. So to get a card is a bit insane. We're usually expecting not a lot. Ooh, we got some essence. 1. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get 5 essence in time for this video. And 1 arena ticket. So there you go. That's all my boxes open. We're getting close to that 20 essence, so we can make a T5 card. I had a look online, and a lot of the advice is just keep spamming T5s because you're more likely to get like good enough cards to make money off of them if you keep doing it. But let's just have a quick look at Iker Munoz. Does he play? He's injured at the moment, but he does play regularly for his club. So when he's back from injury, he will be one that I can put into a rotation for the La Liga league. So not a bad grab, to be honest. And he's probably worth like nothing. He's worth like 80p, but I got him for free, so love it. So yeah, let me know what you think of this this style of video, because it's something new that I'm doing. And let me know if you've ever played Sorare, or if you enjoy it. It is something that you can spend money on if you want to by buying these cards, but you can also play completely free using the rivals system, because you don't have to pay for any cards in that. So it's not, don't think it's something you have to go into with money. You can go into it completely free to play, and it depends how it's harder to play the pros league if you've not spending any money. So if you want to just do the rivals stuff, you can do that super easy. And I've been playing since 2021, so I've built these cards up over 4 years. I haven't just spaffed it all in like 1 week or something like that. So you can build it up slowly if you really want to. But yeah, that's so rare. Come back next week to see how we did over the week of the 9th to the 15th of September, and see what other boxes we got as well. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you.